What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Where Did All My Friends Go? Podcast about life in the music industry. I'm your host, Patrick Tarnowski. With me is co-host Matt Reed. And today we're doing something a little bit special. For only the second time ever, we've got a returning guest. You were the second one. Faith from the band Pennyboard. Welcome.
Thank you. Wow, I'm honored.
Yeah. It's you and Olive that we've had. Those are the only two out of 100 and like 10, 15 or something like that episodes. Only two.
Wow. Yeah, it's been a while since we've talked. I feel like a lot has changed.
Yes. Since episode 4, a lot has changed for sure. But we have talked since then, of course. But
Oh, yeah.
but yeah. So, since we're over 100 episodes now, you were the fourth guest we ever had. Give us an update. How's life been?
Oh my gosh. Really good. Yeah, I cut all my hair off, as you can see.
I see that.
And I don't know. I just been trying to enjoy the little things. I feel like I got a little, in my head for a bit there and was really
Sure.
just like work
Mhm.
all the time. But I've been taking a step back. So
That's
yeah, it's
good.
been nice.
That's good. I mean, you got to take some time off. You can't. It's tough out here right now, especially in just the days of like content creation is the only way you can. It's the only path now, and it's just so much. It's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I still have I did a filming day a few months ago actually. Um and there's like so many clips that I just never even edited because the thought of even going into Premiere Pro and editing is just like I'd rather do literally anything else. Um but you got to make content, you got to promote your music and
Yeah, but
know about
you
don't
gotta
do
take
that.
them breaks.
Yes, absolutely. And it's been so nice. But I feel refreshed. I just got back from a vacation, so I
Oh,
feel good. Ready to get back out there and do all the things.
what'd you do for vacation?
I celebrated my 2-year wedding anniversary and
Ooh,
I went to New Mexico and it was so fun. I was
dang.
in a cabin in the mountains. Driving up the mountain was terrifying in my tiny little car. But it was great. It was so needed. I had my phone off like the whole time we were there,
Nice.
and it was awesome. Yeah.
That sounds fun. So I've only been to Mexico once.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
a long time ago. I was like 16, I think. And it was just a border town. It was like right over the border. We
Yeah.
just
I don't go on a lot of trips, but every now and then I just
That's awesome. Sounds great. Sounds relaxing.
yeah, it was.
You recently released your debut EP, What If As If. How's the response been so far, and what are you hoping fans take away from the new EP?
Oh my goodness, it's been crazy. So the whole EP is just about like do what makes you happy. I feel like
Yeah.
that's just like what I stand for Pennyboard, like follow your dreams, as
Hmm.
cheesy as it sounds. But I wanted the whole EP to kind of be like a little bit of everything that I've always enjoyed as like far as music goes. So like there's my like Tumblr era pop punk influence in there, but there's also like a alt pop song and then like a
Hmm.
Disney Channel kind of song in there, and it's a whole lot of different things. So there's something for everybody, and it was nice to be able to experiment. So yeah, I hope people just kind of take away from it that's like do literally whatever makes you happy. I feel like when people listen to it at first, it's kind of like, why does every song sound so different from each other? But it's like I'm just doing what makes me happy, like there's no right or wrong way to do it. But then also if you listen to it like in order, it makes sense. It totally makes sense. But
I agree. I mean, I just listened to the EP earlier today again. And if you from start to finish, it's pretty cohesive. You know, it's like, yeah, you've got like the one like alt pop song that stands out as like this is different from the rest, but it's still like cohesive to the album. Like it doesn't feel out of place or anything. It just feels like you made a creative decision.
Yeah, absolutely. And the biggest thing I've heard is like, I wish there were more songs on this. And I was like, yeah, I wish there were too, but you know, decisions were made. So
Yeah. And I mean, it people don't understand also a lot that recording is expensive.
yeah.
So,
And
you know, you gotta
so
you gotta do what you can.
right. Yeah. But I'm already writing new music, so
Awesome.
yeah.
So you
We'll
going
see.
for just working on singles right now then?
We'll see. I don't know.
See
No
where the
game
wind takes
plan.
you?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah. That's awesome. I'm stoked to hear some new stuff and see where you go. So one of the things that we had talked about in our first interview was like you're following on TikTok and how important TikTok was. With all of the changes that have happened to that platform since then, do you still feel like it is as important of a promotional tool as it was in 2021?
No. People are in the industry are gonna come for me and be like, you're wrong. But no, I don't think so, because with TikTok, people are constantly searching the For You page. I do think it is important to keep up with it, because, you know, if you post every day, you could be introduced to like 5 new people every single day. But I feel like so many people are focused on going viral. And I've gone like somewhat viral on that app, which is why I have like 20,000 followers.
Sure.
But, you know, not all 20,000 people like see my videos every day.
Right.
And you like, nor do they like all still care about
Right.
like
No, yeah, I agree.
That's just like the hard truth. I think it is important, but also I don't think people should be putting like all of their time and energy into like this one app.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still discovering like so much new music on it. But I'm also guilty of like, oh yeah, that song is cool, pressing like, and then literally just forgetting about it. So I've tried to like make a habit myself of like immediately just going to Spotify and like following that artist.
Right.
But not a lot of people do that.
No, it's tough. Yeah.
So I think it's good for like, you know, trying to like get your music out there and like find like people every single day and like going live and things like that. But I think, you know, there's other apps that like Instagram and Twitter, which is now X, and
No,
it's still
Twitter.
X, right?
It's Twitter
Or
forever.
yeah, Twitter.
Yeah.
So like those apps are kind of like where you're able to like immediately connect with your audience.
Right.
And yeah.
No, I agree. And I think Matt can attest to this. I've been on this path for the last like 2 years. I think TikTok is super important, but each app has its place and purpose. TikTok is specifically designed for you to make just new followers. Like, because your followers, your 20,000 followers, 6,000, 150,000 followers, doesn't matter, because no one leaves the For You page. No one, you know, and it's tough because it's like, yeah, I've got so many followers. Like, I feel like I should see more like from this, but TikTok is the place where you see these artists, the pretty much the right way to do it from artists, which it also kind of gets irritating, but is basically post the exact same content every single day, because your goal is new people every time, new people.
Yes.
And
it works on TikTok to do that.
You can't do it on anything else.
On Reels, you can't do that. I have my Reels connected to like my Facebook Reels. Facebook Reels is like a whole other world. Those people can be brutal, but
Facebook's like a mean place, man.
Somebody was like, why are you posting the same song every day? And I'm like, because I just released it and I need you to stream it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's also different.
Yeah, they, like I said, there's a place for every app, you know. Instagram, Twitter, that's where you can connect, you know. Obviously Twitter is where you can also do your shit posting, you know. That's
Yeah, I
Twitter.
love that part.
You know, that's Twitter, but like Instagram is where you're like connecting, where they can see your face because it's pictures based, you know, or like reels and stuff. But you know, TikTok is super important, but you have to know how to use it.
Yeah.
And it's a pain in the ass to do it.
It's changing too. So when you think you got it figured out, they're like, actually, we're gonna take all this away from you again, and you're gonna have to figure it out again.
Right. One of the charms of TikTok was that it was just like Vine, you know, it was minute-long videos. Now it's like fucking, they just want to be YouTube now. It's like you can have up to an hour or something. It's like, but that's what I have YouTube for. I don't need that for this. And if I get it like a 10-minute long video, that's just going to irritate me. I'm skipping that right out the gate.
Like if I want to watch a long video, I'm going to YouTube. Like
right.
Or like when I have lunch, you know, I'm not just gonna sit there and eat in silence. I'm gonna watch a YouTube video and like I'm not going on TikTok looking for like a 10-minute video.
Yeah. Well, it's because once again, you'd have to stumble on it because you don't leave your For You page. You just gotta hope that there's God, I hope there's a long one here. Ugh.
Yeah, for the best.
Yeah, no, you know, YouTube's for your long form content.
Yeah.
And I guess, and their YouTube shorts. I don't know if people really watch those. I know that it wasn't viral by any means, but I do know that I had posted a video on there and I was like super stoked because it got almost 2,000 views, but people weren't very nice.
Yeah, I've been there.
Well, to be fair, it was a picture of me, or it was a video of me I had put on a youth large shirt that we found outside and I tried to Hulk Hogan it off. And somebody was like, somebody's got to hit the gym there, bro. And I'm like, you're telling me. You're telling me. Screw you, though.
YouTube shorts.
Mm-hmm.
Wild West.
It's the Wild West.
You've been taking Pennyboard on the road more and more, opening for awesome bands like Forever the Sickest Kids. How have you enjoyed playing live and sharing the stage with these awesome bands?
Oh, it's been so fun. It's been like, I don't know, it's kind of scary to like meet the bands that like you grew up listening to. So I'm like, I hope I'm not an awkward mess. But yeah, it's been really cool. And you know, it's been like a huge like learning experience, especially just like playing outside of Dallas. Just like figuring everything out because you know, like online people will say things a lot like, oh, you should come to this city or this city, and then you finally go to that city and it's like you don't really know if people are gonna show up, so you're just kind of
come here. They don't show up,
right?
You know?
Yeah. But some people do.
No,
and then
they do for sure.
Person, and it's so nice, and you get to hang out with everyone. And yeah, I definitely want to do that more. I love playing shows in Dallas, but it's definitely time to take a little break after December and start touring more, or even like play some pop-up shows here and there.
Hell yeah. Well, speaking of sharing the stage with awesome artists and tour, you are scheduled to go on tour with Vile and Jer from Skatoon Network at the beginning of December. What are you looking forward to most with that tour?
I'm really excited to hang out with everyone. I've been a fan of Vile for like a really long time. And me and Jer, we're good friends. We talk to each other all the time. And so like now we finally get to like actually hang out with each other. We've like met up in person a couple times, but now we actually get to like hang out, and I'm really excited for that. We get to go back to Nashville. I love Nashville. This last time I feel like our like hangout time there got cut really short because we had to like hurry up and drive back home.
Sure.
So I'm excited to like we're gonna probably be there like a day early, and I get to like meet up with all my friends, and then
Nice.
we get to play shows in Florida. Like that's cool. Like I like never really expected to like that wasn't like on the top of my list to be like we're gonna play shows in Florida, but like there's so many cool pop punk bands in the Florida scene,
Yeah.
so just excited to like meet everyone and yeah.
Yeah, and that's where Jer's from, right?
Yes.
Florida? Yeah. That's what I thought.
So we're on like the end of the
Sure.
tour.
Cool. That'll be fun. Florida's a fun place to do some shows.
Yeah, and I'm excited that it'll be in December because I feel like all summer I heard like when people hit Florida, they were just like, it's so hot.
It's
And
so hot.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I've been to Florida once and I was like in high school. And other than that,
The last time I was in Florida was really hot, and I was it was in the summer, and I was touring with Mayday Parade, and I had snuck into Disneyland or Disney World, right? It's Disney
Yeah.
World, yeah, because they were playing the House of Blues in Disney World, and I just kind of like snuck in. It was fun.
Nice.
It was tight.
Yeah.
What's that?
I want to go to Disney.
I want to go to Disneyland. Disney World, pff, get out of here. You're just a copycat. Disneyland, that over in California, that's where it's at. Never
feel
been
like
there, but I want to.
about it all the time. Like all of my like LA friends are feel like they're always there. I want to go. So
Yeah. You know what? I see a lot of my friends that are from LA that also go to Disneyland, and I'm like, dude, isn't that really fucking expensive? Like to go?
right. But
Yeah.
LA is just expensive in general, so you know.
True.
Probably just all feels the same.
I'd like to check out like Universal Studios.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. See Jaws pop out of the water. That'd be cool.
I'm sure they still do that.
I know they do.
Okay.
They have to. That's like the coolest thing. And then like Hogwarts or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So that's where that is, right? Universal Studios.
Oh.
They're both. I think it's in Florida and California.
Yeah.
Oh. Cool.
Texas has boomed in the last few years as a major player in the alternative scene, with new bands popping up all the time. What do you feel like the scene is like? Is it more competitive or supportive?
I'd say it's like pretty supportive. Like, we're all like going to each other's shows a lot of the time, and like we even have like a DFW like Facebook group where we're all just
Nice.
like, you know, like our new music and things like that. I'm in Denton, which is like outside of Dallas.
Yeah.
And the scene here is just like very wholesome, you know, like everyone just shows up for each other, and like I don't know, it's also everyone here makes like really good music. So
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in Dallas or just in
Yeah.
Texas in general right now.
yeah, and everyone's just like, you know, if they're not like writing music with each other, then there's like everyone's always hanging out with each other. Like everyone is just like connected, and like I know like sometimes there'll be like big like Friendsgiving things in the scene.
Oh, nice.
There's constantly like so many like birthday shows here, and yeah, just when everyone like hangs out, I feel like it's a lot of like, you know, just like other people at shows and things like
Mhm.
that. It's really cool. I like
That's
it.
awesome. Yeah, it's interesting because, you know, we're talking to somebody else about how like Nashville, you know, Texas and Nashville, when you think of it, like those places, you think of like country music. That's what you would think of, especially, you know, back in the day. But like both of those areas have like boomed in the like alternative scene lately.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, especially Nashville. It's crazy.
Yeah, Nashville is it's wild. It doesn't like I still like think of just country music for Nashville.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I mean, because I have friends that just that do country music in Nashville, and like that's just the only thing you think of.
Yeah, I feel like everyone was like, moving to LA like all around the same time, and now I feel like everyone's moving to Nashville.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But now a lot of people are moving to Dallas. Like some of my friends that I met on TikTok that lived in like other cities have moved to Dallas, and it's crazy.
That's awesome. So we got one more question before we go to our quick break. If you could give our listeners a piece of advice that you know now that you wish you knew when you were first starting your musical journey, what would it be?
Ooh. This is gonna sound really lame, but
It won't, I promise.
literally just be yourself. I feel like, over the short amount of time that I've been doing this, I've been put in a lot of situations where people have wanted me to like dress a certain way, or like you gotta like do this, like, oh, it's just a part of the industry, you gotta like play the game and like things like that. But the truth is like if you are just yourself, you will find your crowd, and you don't have to pretend to be something that you're not. So, and you're just gonna be happier if you just be yourself. So yeah.
It's true. I mean, people know when you're being fake.
Oh yeah.
And like you may get haters, but you're not going to find people that are going to like your music if you're trying to just be someone else.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just, I don't know, it's just I really went into this being like super intimidated by everyone and every aspect of the music industry, but in reality we're all just a bunch of nerds just trying to do what we love.
We're just trying to survive out here.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, don't take it too seriously. Just have fun.
Absolutely. Hell yeah. Totally agree with that. But and also agree with we're all just nerds just trying to survive.
I'll go into meetings and I'm like, oh my God, why am I so nervous? But then I'm just like, wait, it's fine. It's literally fine.
Yeah. I mean, I still get nervous talking to people like for these interviews and stuff. Like before it, I'll still be like nervous if I've never met them before. Like this,
yeah,
we're good. I wasn't scared about this, but but like just we interviewed somebody yesterday, and I'm like, man, I hope they're nice to me.
They were nice.
And they were super nice.
Sadly, there are some people in the music industry that are just rude, and it's
oh yeah, totally. And especially like when we interview like more established artists, like when we've had like Jarrett Reddick on and stuff, like that's so nerve-wracking. Like I'm like, God, I hope I don't say something stupid, or I hope I don't look stupid. It's like everything is just terrifying.
Yeah, but most people are nice. And
and then they end up being just like super nice people.
Yeah, if they're not, then it's just, it's just not for you. And stick with your own crowd.
Hell yeah. Yeah. God, find your crowd.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Cool. Well, on that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with our next segment. What's up, friends? We're super stoked to tell you that we just partnered with GFUEL. And let me tell you, there is no more pop punk beverage on the market right now than GFUEL. GFUEL keeps you energized, focused, and hydrated. If you go to gfuel.com right now and use code UnsignedPopPunk, you're gonna save 20% off your entire order. You can get it in the tub form and have 40 freaking servings of flavors like Rick and Morty's Unstable Portal Fluid, which is a delicious strawberry limeade, or get something in the can form like Sonic's Peach Rings or Crash Bandicoot's Wumpa Fruit. Go to gfuel.com and check it out for yourself. Let us know what your favorite flavor is. And once again, don't forget to use our code UnsignedPopPunk to save 20%. It's a heck of a deal, man.
And we're back. Thanks so much
Wow.
for sticking around.
That was the best comeback you've ever done, Matt.
I was hoping for I was thinking since we have someone from Texas, Texas is large and in charge, so I needed to make a big, dramatic entrance back into the.
That's what that was. Okay,
I,
cool. Big and dramatic.
You didn't get that? I mean, I thought that was like the Big Mac of entrances.
The Big Mac, like a third piece of bread.
Oh, I always have the carbs in the middle.
Yeah, can't get rid of that third carb, man.
Barely never had a Big Mac.
So. Oh, you're missing out. You know what? They're promoting now that it's even saucier, and that's my favorite part.
Like Big Macs.
I love Big Macs. It's so good.
I like McChickens. So
you like a McChicken?
I love a hot and spicy McChicken and a high C.
Did you ever high C? Classy. That's a good choice.
That's a quality choice right there.
Yeah. I mean, no, I'm not like poking or anything. But when I was a kid, that was like the only thing I would get at McDonald's until I only drank Mountain Dew after that.
I had to go through an old guitar case yesterday, and I found a receipt from McDonald's from 2011, and I was like, $1? Why can't we go back to that time?
Yeah, right. Oh man, I remember that's when I used to get like fake Macs. You'd order like a double cheeseburger, but add Mac sauce and lettuce for $1. It was the best. Then they caught on to our schemes and said, nay.
Yeah, I think they still have the drinks any size $1. And I went and I ordered like 2 large drinks, and they gave me a medium, and I was like, I ordered a large, and they were like, do you really need a large? And I was like, yes, I
asked for it.
Yeah, it was crazy. They also were like, you went through the drive-through for that. Oh, listen, I'm feeling a little lazy today. I don't know why this McDonald's employee was just being.
Hey, if I'm going through McDonald's just to get a pop, I'm not getting out of my fucking car for that.
Yeah, there were so many cars in the parking lot too. I was like, I'm not dealing with this.
No, you're just trying to get it and go. That's why you went to McDonald's. If you wanted to go into a place, you would have went to a gas station.
Exactly. You get it.
I do. I get it. I aggressively get it.
I exclusively order McDonald's on the app, and the app was down yesterday, and I had to talk to a person about my order. And
no,
it's been so long since I've had to do that. I literally had the order up, and I was just reading it to them because I didn't know what to say.
Dude, there are times when I will like go to Taco Bell, park in the parking lot, order my shit on the app, then just go through the drive-through, and just be like, I'm just here to pick up my stuff. I don't want to talk.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Plus, you get points. You get like rewards. Like, you need that stuff. It's important. So, how else are you gonna get your free burrito?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. So now, speaking of food, it's time for the food for thought segment. So, Faith, with artists coming through Texas area all the time now, what's your personal favorite food stop that you think everyone should try?
Oh God.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Depends what area you're in.
Yeah. You pick the area. You pick the restaurant you want to make people go to.
Man, I always used to say Killer's Tacos, but they closed.
Oh.
So, it was like a DIY venue, but also a taco shop.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that.
Yeah. Love that place. Ooh, I don't know. Hey, okay, this is lame. Taco Casa. I love Taco Casa. I feel like that's just a Southern thing.
Sure.
Do y'all have Taco Casa?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay, Taco Casa, because it's cheap.
Yeah.
And
love that.
I got tacos.
I mean, I love that too. I like cheap and I love tacos.
Literally, like I can eat there for like $3. You know, it's
Nice.
like I can get like a
Would
super burrito and a large sweet tea. I'm good.
super burrito and a large sweet tea for $3?
I don't know if it's actually $3, but it is under $5 every time
That's still wild. Like even like a super burrito type thing, or like 7-layer or something at Taco Bell is like over $3.
Yeah. Everyone is always wanting to go to Taco Bell, and I'm like, no, why don't we go to Taco Casa? It's literally better and it's cheaper. Um, Also their hot sauce is way better.
Mhm.
And I mean, I love Taco Bell, don't get me wrong, because they have like vegan options now.
Yeah.
So Taco Casa sadly doesn't. But if they did, they'd be unstoppable and they would take over. So yeah, and I know we're all on a budget when we're on tour.
Mhm.
So Taco Casa.
Oh
If
yeah.
that, then you need to get some barbecue. There's a lot of really good barbecue places in Deep Ellum. So yeah.
All right.
I don't really go to Fort Worth a lot, so I don't, you know.
That's fine. That's fine.
We don't know her.
I don't think I've ever like I might have driven through Fort Worth. I've never stopped there.
It's cool.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, there's this place called Spiral Diner. There's only 2 locations, I think, in Fort Worth and then in
Mhm.
Denton where I'm at. It is vegan comfort food.
Oh,
Awesome. Like you can get nachos or
ooh, I like
like
nachos.
Philly cheesesteak that's obviously fake. Or
Like
like
mushrooms, probably, isn't it?
I have no idea, to be honest. I've
Okay.
never ordered, but it looks good. They got
Okay.
burgers. They have a whole breakfast menu. Their pancakes are awesome. They have really good milkshakes. They have like a whole like bakery counter where you can get like cakes and stuff like that.
Cool.
Yeah. Actually had a band like ask me like, where can we get a vegan birthday cake? Because we're gonna be like in town and like on our day off. We want to celebrate this guy's birthday. And I was like, Spiral, let me know what you want. I'll go pick it up. Like
Hell yeah. Did
awesome.
you know, like super random, and I didn't know this until TikTok told me, but did you know you can get like birthday cakes at some McDonald's?
What?
Like you can order like just be like, hey, can I get a birthday cake? And it's like a sheet cake.
It looks
Interesting.
like it's from like the 90s.
Yeah,
Oh,
it does look like it's from the 90s. It's like all white and then it's got like a Ronald on it.
right. Yeah. Okay. I kind of want to try it.
I I mean, from what I've seen from the TikTok people, it's like good, tastes like cake. It's cake. Can't go wrong.
Since you're a returning guest, we thought it'd be fun to ask you a question from your previous episode and see if your answers match. If you could only have one dessert for the rest of your life, what would it be?
No, desert, the Sahara, and that's the answer.
You can only have one desert.
You can only have one desert.
Oh
Well, you're
man,
thinking
I
your
don't remember
answer.
what I said. Do y'all know what I said?
Yes.
While you're thinking about it, I have to put Pat on the line. Dessert is spelled with 2 S's, and he wrote desert.
You wrote that, you ding dong.
Copied and pasted that from our previous interview.
Oh.
I was a kid and I learned how to spell desert and dessert. My teacher was like, "There's an extra S in dessert because you always want more dessert." And
Night. Yep. Accurate.
always think of. But ooh,
Let's see if it still lines up.
You had a hard time last time picking.
I have a sweet tooth. So yeah, I'm gonna go with chocolate cake. Like
Mm.
chocolate cake with chocolate icing
Would
and like little chocolate crumbles on top and
you like to
So
know what you said
like the
previously?
Matilda cake. Do you know what I'm talking about?
no,
Oh, that's good. Like from the movie.
Yeah, yeah.
I've never seen that movie.
Good. That cake looks delicious in that
Yeah,
movie.
I want that.
You said frozen yogurt last time.
Oh, that makes sense. I'm not in my frozen yogurt era anymore.
That's what I thought that was so funny though. And you're like there's only one S and there are 2 S in dessert. I'm like, I didn't write this. I watched you write this.
Copied that part from the previous interview though.
Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, we got our last food for thought question, and that is: you have been handed the keys to the penny board themed restaurant. What's on the menu? What's the vibe? And Matt wrote, and I could throw a name for it out there: the PB&J, Penny Board and Jam.
I was literally gonna say, I feel like there has to be like, okay. Once upon a time, I had a grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and it was phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
That would definitely be on the menu. And soup. If you know anything about me, you know soup is my favorite food in the world because it's just comforting and there's so much you can do with it.
What's like your favorite like soup?
The chicken and gnocchi soup from Olive Garden.
Yeah.
I really get the bucket of it
Oh,
from
okay.
drink, and I was like eat it. Also like an autumn squash soup is really good, or like I don't know. Sometimes I just like see whatever like produce I have and I just throw everything in there with some vegetable stock and call it a day.
It's like minestrone or something, ain't it? Pretty
Right,
much like
yeah.
vegetable soup. Something.
So
Nice.
so soup would be there. And sushi. I want to say ramen, but I feel like that goes with soup. I love ramen.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of vegetarian options for sure. I'm not a vegetarian, but I might as well be, to be honest.
That's okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's
like your veggies.
soup, sushi, and PB&Js.
Let me tell you. Okay.
Diet.
So you'd thrown out like the grilled PB&J. I'm gonna give you just a little extra that I want you to try this sometime because it's so good. All right. Make yourself a grilled PB&J, put the butter on both sides, but also put cinnamon sugar on the bread.
That sounds good.
It's so good.
I'm gonna make that soon.
Yeah, do it. Yeah. Just put it on both sides. Flip it.
That's a game changer.
It does. It is because it gets like like a little melty, kind of like a cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
It's good.
Saw a TikTok of someone saying to use an Uncrustable and turn it into a French toast.
Ooh.
That'd be good. I'd fuck with that.
I tried to make French toast last week and
Didn't work.
I got 2 pieces out of it, but it took me at least 5 tries to like I kept like putting the bread and the egg for too long. It was all like soggy.
Oh,
Like
you just gotta
burnt.
dip it. Yeah, just
Yeah.
little dipsies.
I was just doing too much. So
Yeah,
Have people for that at the penny board themed restaurant. You have people to make that for you.
yeah.
I haven't had French toast in forever. Like years. I don't think I've had French toast. I think I'm gonna make some this weekend. That sounds delicious.
And then I put cinnamon apples on top. I made some, put on top. It's a nice little fall breakfast.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
I knew I was a chef.
Man.
Ooh, you know what? I don't know if this would be good, but like my brain instantly was like, maybe instead of like adding like cinnamon and stuff to your French toast, because I do that. I mean, so I don't know if other people do, but if you threw some pumpkin in with it, gave it a little fall vibe with some pumpkin spice on that.
Yeah.
I might try that. I'll let you know.
I think they also have like pumpkin jam.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, pumpkin is my jam, so I will try everything pumpkin. This is my time of the year. I am a basic bitch for sure. I love pumpkin.
I think I like apple flavors more than pumpkin.
I have already had an entire pumpkin pie so far. It was good. I ate the rest of it last night.
I'm not a big pumpkin pie fan, sadly. I love cherry pie.
Ooh, cherry pie is real good too, though.
Every year, like for Thanksgiving, my family's like, just bring a pie, and I bring cherry, and everyone's like, who eats that? Bring something else. I'm like, I like cherry pie. Don't put me in charge of bringing a pie then.
Yeah, if you don't want me to bring a cherry pie, tell me to bring something else. I love a good cherry pie though. Or strawberry rhubarb. That's real good too. I'm a pie fan. I like me some pie. I like pie over cake.
Oh, agreed.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. That is it for food for thought. We're all hungry. All right. Now it's time for the rapid fire question segment.
Friendships will be tested. Rapid fire questions.
Yes, it's gonna keep you up at night, but you just gotta speak from the heart, shoot from the hip, and whatever your heart tells you, Faith, let it out.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Mountain Dew or Mellow Yellow?
Mountain Dew.
Nice. Horror or comedy movies?
Comedy.
Okay. This isn't an either or, but what is the most random item you have within reach right now?
Does this count? These
Yeah.
gummy clusters.
Are they good?
Oh yeah, the texture is phenomenal too.
I just actually got myself like a movie theater box of Nerds like a couple weeks ago. It holds up. They're great.
Yeah. I was gonna grab this guy back here so I could talk about K-pop and Stray Kids.
K-pop and Stray Kids. Which one? You point there's so many things to point at over there.
This little guy on the
little two eyes and like the black bottom.
Yeah. Nice.
What's he? What's that?
He's so in K-pop world. So like there's BTS, right? They have like their own like characters that they match up with. Stray Kids does the same thing, and that one's I'm gonna mess up his name. Hyunjin. I don't know the character's name, but that's for him. And I won him at a claw machine, and
nice.
So very proud of him.
Love it. You big into the K-pop scene?
I love K-pop. I feel like I've really strayed from pop punk over the last couple of years, and I'm back in the K-pop world. So,
nice.
It's a hobby, but
I don't think I really ever got into that scene other than I don't even know if it's like actually in the scene, but that Gangnam Style, that song. I love that song.
No, yeah, that's K-pop.
Okay.
Yeah.
That song ruled, man. Open Gangnam Style. Oh.
It got dark.
Yeah, it's it's that time of year where sun goes down earlier. Start watching scary movies.
Oh yeah.
All right. Continuing on with rapid fire. Okay. Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon?
Nickelodeon.
I felt you were a Nick kid. Nick. Thin crust or regular crust pizza?
Thin crust. Oh my gosh. Thin crust all the way.
All right. Nice. Lindsay Lohan or Tara Reid?
Lindsay Lohan.
Okay. Newfound Glory or MXPX?
Newfound Glory.
If I had known about K-pop, I would have pitted a couple against each other, but I would have had to do some research for that one.
I don't know if I've done that.
Oh, Matt, do you know any K-pop groups other than BTS? Because I know that.
Obviously, Stray Kids.
Yeah, BTS or Stray Kids.
Stray Kids.
All right. Fair. All right. This is the last one. And once again, this is also not a either or question, but it is testing your jingles knowledge. Can you sing for us the O'Reilly Auto Parts jingle?
Oh gosh. Now I feel like it's gonna be wrong. Okay, is it? Oh, O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Yep, you got it.
Got it.
Put you on the spot, and I knew you're like, I better get this right, or I'm gonna be thinking about this for the next
I was
week.
like, this better be right. I better not have just like made this up in my head and like.
But if you did make that up in your head and that's not what it was, O'Reilly's knocking on your door. Hey, we need this.
Yeah.
We're buying this from you.
Mhm.
You would have made yourself a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Because as we were saying in yesterday's podcast that we did, we are O'Reilly Auto Parts reps. We are here. This is actually what the podcast is for. We're discovering new talent.
Oh, okay.
Trying to, we're part of Big O'Reilly.
Nice.
O'Reilly money.
We got that O'Reilly money. But that's it. Faith, you did it. You finished the podcast. Now's your chance. Let everybody know what you got going on, where they can find you, and what's next.
Got some shows coming up if you live in Dallas, Nashville, Jacksonville, or Orlando. Yeah, you can find me anywhere on social media at Pennyboard Band. Also about to be launching Discord soon and a Patreon, so keep an eye out for that. Lots of cool things coming up. I did just release an EP, but we're not slowing down, so there's a lot more to announce.
Exciting. So yeah, everybody make sure you're following on that social media so you can stay up to date with all the new happenings with Pennyboard. Make sure if you haven't listened to Pennyboard, you get out there and you go do it, because what are you doing with your life if you haven't?
Yes, and then tell 3 of your friends to listen as well, and then
The
maybe
bare minimum of 3.
Yeah, it's 3.
3 people and 1 grandma.
Yeah, because then out of that, at least one of them has to like my music. So
Right, you would think so. And let's switch it to 1 grandparent, like, as I mean, just to be on the safe side. But Faith, thanks so much for hanging out. It was awesome. Missed you. It's been a great time.
Missed you. Yeah. We're always talking to each other, but it was nice to be able to like hop on a call.
Look
chat.
at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally. All right, everybody. The rest of you, if you're still hanging out with us, don't go anywhere. We're gonna hop into the Unsigned Pop Punk News, and you're gonna hear that after this jingle right here. We're here. It's the Unsigned Pop Punk News time. Thanks for hanging out and continuing to listen to the podcast when it's just Matt and me now, because I know that the most interesting part is when our guests, because you're like, oh my God, do I really want to just listen to Matt and Pat? Like, do I want to do that to myself? And you do. You do.
I mean, I do.
I do. I love listening to myself. I just listen to these podcasts just on repeat all the time. Don't you, Matt?
I listened to them once, but I listened to the ad parts. They're
just the ads. You fast forward straight to the ads. Nice. You get through a lot that way because they're pretty short.
I just have a thing for ads. I mean,
I just got a thing for ads. So as Faith was saying in this podcast, she's got a Discord. So do we. Join it. It's a good time. You can chat with us. You can meet new people, make new friends. Join our Discord and let's be friends forever. It'll be great. There's like a whole bunch of different stuff you can do in there. From we have movie times. Sometimes, we've watched movies. We've watched Jackass. It was a good time. We have you can share your music. You can, post what?
Post your memes. Yeah,
memes. Oh yeah. Go hard on the memes. It's great. There's a bunch of stuff you can do in there. It's a good time. So join it and let's hang out.
Yeah. And when you're in the Discord, you need some fresh new outfits to wear while you're in the Discord.
Some fresh threads.
And
get that drip
on. Have I got the deal for you? We have threads on threads on threads. We are dropping. Yeah, I use the hip word drop. Awesome merch all the time. We currently have our Halloween merch. If you like metal logos, and that's a rhetorical question because who doesn't like metal logos that you can't hardly read? You can read ours, so you're welcome. But also, on top of sick metal merch, we also have gender equality merch, which 15% of every purchase of that merch is donated to the Trevor Project, whose mission is to help end suicide among LGBTQ youth. So help us in supporting an amazing cause. You'll look fly doing it.
Yeah.
And
get that drip, baby.
Get it. Drip, drop, drip, drop.
Drip, drop, baby. We're still going strong. Fantasy Football League, we're coming to a close here pretty soon. It's not a whole lot of time left, but we'll see. We'll see who's going to take home that trophy. And if you hear it, you're like, why are you you're a music? Why are you talking about like fantasy football? Because we want to include a bunch of people. We try to do a whole bunch of different stuff. We'll talk about sports. Sports ball's fun. But if you don't like that, that's cool because we just want to do stuff with people. So fantasy football is a good way to interact with bands and fans of sports and just music lovers and sports lovers in the same same thing. Kind of do something different and just gives us another reason to hang out with everybody. It's just a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
Right, Matt?
Yeah.
Because it's fun. That's the way news goes. Thanks so much for hanging out, everybody. Thanks so much to Faith from Pennyboard for hanging out with us today. It was awesome. I always love getting to chat with Faith. It's always a good time hanging out. I miss her. Wish could hang out in person more, but maybe soon. Maybe we'll get there soon.
They're rad. Mega rad.
Super mega rad even.
Mega rad.
Speaking of super mega rad, thanks so much to Matt for hanging out this week as well. I love hanging out with Matt in person and on camera. Thanks, Super Gibby.
Thanks, Gibby.
What'd you say?
Gibby, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Gibby. Thanks so much, Lawrence Crow. Thanks so much, for making all our cool merch and all of our designs and doing some of the like tedious designs that y'all don't even notice that it's every week that this dude is making cool stuff like all the time. So like things that you don't even know, but it's there and you're just seeing it and you're just like, oh, this is just an every week thing. But it's because Lawrence Crow makes that happen every week. So much thanks as well to Ross from Electric Kiwi for all of that cool web design stuff that he does. So once again, say it every week, but if you need awesome web design done, hit up Electric Kiwi, talk to the man, the myth, the legend, Ross. And thanks so much to you for listening. But that's it. We'll see you next week. Love you. Bye. Thank you so much for checking out the show. Please hit that like, subscribe, or follow button so you never miss an episode. And thank you so much to those of you who already are. Check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or anywhere else you stream your podcasts. If you're in the position to help us grow and like behind the scenes access and exclusive shows, head on over to our Patreon at www.patreon.com/unsigned pop punk. Let us know in the comments who you'd like to see on the show and what other content you'd like to see. Thank you all so much.